everyone, thanks for coming back to the BNS channel. So I've got a little new doohickey on my dashboard for my phone. I think it's a little bit vibrating. We'll be all right. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do this without my iPad, because that's what I used to do my videos on in my car, and I don't have my iPad anymore because Ben takes it with him to work. And he forgot it this weekend, so I don't have it, which is fine. I just need to find a way to be able to do this. Now, I think some people use that GoPro, which, you know, I thought about getting one of those. I got a new webcam that is really nice, the Logitech C920 HD, but I can't use it here in the car unless I were to plug it into my computer, which I could probably do, and then I could probably clip it to my rear view mirror. So I'm thinking out loud. So today I'm having a little trip to town. I got Leo in the back, and he's not happy with me because he's in his little carrier. But we're going to the groomers for the first time, and from what I understand, there's 3. He has to go 3 times before an actual full grooming happens, because he needs to kind of get used to going to the groomers, and, you know, we don't want it to be a traumatic experience and all that good stuff. So today we're going to meet the groomer, maybe get some tips on what I can do to help him, because he's got a little bit of matting going on in his back legs already, and I want to make sure that that doesn't get any worse. And yeah, so and I believe he needs his nails clipped because he keeps getting it caught in his fur. Poor thing. So I have come to determine that I'm probably not going to be the best groomer there is, that I will be going to see my groomer often, and we have made that decision that she's going to help me. So anyway, so that's where I'm going, and then I'm going grocery shopping, yeah, not a very exciting day. However, oh, somebody's in the road. We don't want to run them over, and I'm probably going to wave because I know who it is. And more people waving. Okay, because I'm just leaving home, so a lot of people that are going by I live near. So let me ask what you guys are up to. I wish we could have some kind of conversation while I was riding in my car. I do, because that would be fantabulous, and it's screaming hot in here. Holy mercy. So there's just a lot of things going on, I suppose, actually. I mean, my book came out. The Kindle release is out there for you guys to get. It's still 99 cents. They pushed back the launch of the paperback. It was supposed to be October 15th, and it got pushed back because there were some typographical errors in some parts of the book, and we want to make sure that it's perfect, because, you know, we want to be on the New York bestsellers list, the New York Times bestsellers list. Yeah, that's where we want to be. So we did hit #1 international bestseller for our Kindle launch on October 5th. That was very exciting. So I am now known as a international best-selling author. Isn't that crazy? It's just like totally bizarre. And so yeah, that's what's happening with the book. I'm having a Google Hangout on October, okay, let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, October 22nd, which is Wednesday night, next Wednesday. I'm having a Google Hangout to talk about joining and learning about Scentsy family. So if you've been thinking about joining Scentsy, then I would join us. I'm going to be inviting people into the green room, so you'll want to see what that is, on Wednesday night, so that you can be part of the hangout and actually talk with me live. So that's going to be fun. I'm very excited about that, very anxious. So that's Wednesday night. It's at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find all the information on my Google Plus page, as well as, I think I posted it on Facebook. But I do have a Google Plus page. I actually have two, and it's a little confusing, but I'll tell you what happened. When I first started with YouTube, and some of you know this already, but when I first started with YouTube I started with YouTube about 6 years ago, maybe even longer, and I was doing it for my Avon business, which I no longer have. And so I had accumulated probably about 500 subscribers. I was feeling pretty good about my channel, and I woke up one morning and YouTube had closed my channel. They had shut it down. And come to find out, my channel had been hacked, and there were an abundance, like, from what I'm hearing, I have to sneeze. Wow. Excuse me. So, this is the beauty of a live video with Edie, is you get it at the moment it happens. So anyway, I guess there was an abundance of spamming going on. Like, emails were being sent from my account about stuff that I don't even know about, and they shut my account down because it had been hacked. So that was kind of a big bummer. That was a setback for me, because I actually had just started doing Scentsy, and back then at the time we could do both, and it wasn't an issue, and you know, I was talking about both in my videos, and I mean, there was kind of a borderline back then, and then now we've got some concise rules and stuff that we need to stick by when it comes to cross promoting and that sort of thing. But so in a strange way, it was probably a blessing that channel got turned down or turned off, because you know, there were some things on that channel that it was kind of confusing. I don't know. It was a clear-cut decision for me to stop doing Avon at that point too. So, anyway, but because I had that YouTube channel, I also had a Google Plus account, which at the time, they were separate because Google did not own YouTube at the time. And if they did, it was not as prominent as it is known now. And so I have an account on Google Plus. It's EdieAnne, which is pretty consistent with everything else that I have, and I've been using it right along. Well, when I had to create my new YouTube channel, there was no connection, and it didn't matter. It didn't really. My nose is so itchy. I must have some kind of allergies going on. Sorry, guys. There was no connection between Google Plus and YouTube. Well, if you're a YouTube subscriber and you're on YouTube now, you know that Google has integrated with Google Plus, or YouTube has integrated with Google Plus. So in order to have a YouTube channel now, you have to integrate it with your Google Plus account. Well, those that already had YouTube had to integrate it after the fact, and it was a little confusing. We had gone through some issues. So that meant that I had to have another Google Plus account, because my original one was tied to an email that was shut down by YouTube based on the fact that it had been hacked. So, long story short, I have two Google Plus accounts, and one of them is attached to my YouTube account, which I barely ever use, and the other one is my original one that I do use. I'm getting into the habit of checking both, because one of them is primarily for Beauty and Scents, the BNS network, and the other one is kind of a personal Google Plus account. It is confusing, and I apologize, but you know what? It's working. People are finding me, and I'm okay with that. So, you will be able to find my Google Hangout invitation on pretty much any Google Plus account that I have. And I also did post it on my Facebook page. So no matter where you are with me, you should see it, which means then that it was also posted on Twitter. The only place that I haven't posted it on yet is my Instagram account, and I will be doing that soon, this weekend sometime. I have to find the right picture to attach with it. So social media is kind of a big thing for me, right? You know, that's part of what this book is about. The name of the book is Empowered Women of Social Media, and I'm pretty, you know, excited. And one of the things that I'm noticing is that you know, when I first started this whole, before the book, you guys heard me talking about transformational coaching, and, you know, I really wasn't sure what path that would take and how that would look. And it's really starting to meld into something a lot more specific than I had envisioned. And it's kind of fun because, you know, my transformational coaching is kind of an umbrella of what I do, but there are specific targets, whether it's overcoming obstacles, mindset, and utilizing social media. So those three aspects are something that, when put all three of them together, is pretty powerful stuff. And that's something that I've been able to do, and that's what I'm starting to teach people. And I've not put any programs together yet, and I'll put some stuff together. So, you know, there'll be stuff out there. But I have to be really careful because, you know, Scentsy is my passion. Scentsy is where I want my business to be. It's where I want my business to grow. But I also know that I have a gift and a skill that I want to be able to pass on to other people. Because honestly, I know people can use it, and I would be awfully selfish to keep all of this information locked up inside of my head. There. However, I have to be very careful because I cannot purposely go out to Scentsy consultants and say, hey, I'm a transformational coach. Would you like to hire me to do some coaching for you? I can't do that because it's called cross-promoting, okay? So I have to be creative in my marketing and careful in my marketing so that I don't do that. And, you know, by all means, if somebody reaches out to me, if they've heard about what I'm doing and they reach out to me and they say, you know what, yes, I'm a Scentsy consultant, but I'm reaching out to you and I want to have this training and I will pay you for it. I think, and you know what, I'm not even 100% sure about that. So I think that's okay. But again, I need to walk a very thin line. Now, I know that there's a ton of people out there that are not Scentsy consultants that can utilize my training. And those are the people that I'm talking to. Those are the people that I'm focusing on, that I'm targeting. And those are where my marketing efforts are going. So even if you're a Scentsy consultant and you're watching this and you're on my YouTube channel, it's not necessarily for you because I can't promote to you. I can't sell my stuff to you, and that's just how it is. So I don't have anything to sell as it is right now, so it doesn't even matter because I don't have a program put together. You know, I don't have product to sell other than my Scentsy stuff. So again, Scentsy is my primary focus, but I do believe that what I offer with my transformational coaching can be a huge help to any direct sales companies, any direct sales businesses, any direct sales representatives or consultants, because it's how I build my business and it's how I'm doing things. So I get to teach you through experience. Okay, enough of that. This was supposed to be just a vlog to let you know that I'm going to the groomers with the dog. By the way, I have not put a video up of Leo in a while, and I plan on doing that because he's getting big. I mean, he's never going to be a big dog, but he is certainly getting bigger, and he is so loving, and he's so adorable. He's so much fun. You saw him playing ball the other night with Baby, our boxer, and I just think he's the cutest little thing on the face of the earth, besides my grandson, of course. So, yeah, I'm going to do a little video after. Maybe I'll do one at the groomers. I don't know. He might be freaking out too much, and I don't want to put that on video. We'll see. But he's sleeping. He's chewing on his towel right now because he likes to sleep on towels. I don't know that he likes to sleep. That's what he's getting. I think it's funny when owners do that with their animals. It's like, oh, they like to do this. They like to do that. They only like it because you offered it to them. They wouldn't know any different if you hadn't shown them something, right? You know, most dogs are perfectly fine with sleeping on the floor, but we give them something cushy, and of course they prefer that. Wouldn't you? You know, and I think it is funny because there are certain toys that he gravitates to, that he likes, but I think all of them get equal attention. He's got a lot of them. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut this short. It's not short, it's 15 minutes long. I love you guys. I will see you all on the next video. Go and have an amazing day, but better yet, go and make it an amazing day for somebody else. Bye.